today we're going to make sheets of homemade gingerbread, and essentially the deal is we're making the batter, we roll it out, and then we cut it to very specific sizes so we can build our own custom gingerbread houses, because we're not just gonna build your average gingerbread house. Things are going to get nuts around here. So this is a super simple recipe. It literally is butter, it's eggs, molasses, a whole lot of sugar, and a ton of freaking flour. And then you just chill it and then you roll it out. So we're just gonna knock this out, 1, 2, 3. Really sticky, please do not spill. Maybe. Scoop it and dump it. Got it? Done. One of my earliest childhood memories is my mom went out of town and my dad and I tried to bake cookies together. So I think it was the first time my mom had ever gone out of town. And my dad was like at a loss as to what to do with us. And so he's like, we'll bake cookies. And so we got this cookie recipe and we like followed all of the steps, but we put in all the flour at once. And then I just turned on the mixer and it just like exploded in this like true like mushroom cloud. So then we chill it for 3 hours and then we're gonna roll it out and then we're gonna make the world's most awesome gingerbread house. All right, so we got our dough. I chilled the dough for 3 hours. Actually, I chilled it overnight, I'm not gonna lie. But one is meant to chill it for about 3 hours so that it firms up and it's easier to work with. And then you roll it out. So basically I put a piece of saran wrap over the top and I'm rolling it out. I wanna get it pretty thin. So I want to be able to work with it and I want it to not look too chunky once I'm actually assembling the gingerbread house. But you can't make it too thin, otherwise it won't actually have any structural integrity and the whole thing will fall apart. So it's like, think about like a shortbread cookie, not like a Thin Mint. All right, so I've got my various pieces of gingerbread. They've come out of the oven. I've let them cool. You want them to really cool and harden.
How long did you put it in the oven for?
They go in the oven for like 12 minutes because it's nice and thin. So you want it to be in there for not quite as long as the recommended. Like I think the recipe said something like 15 to 20 minutes, but because I rolled it out nice and thin, it's a little bit shorter. So like 12 minutes, paper thin.
At what degree?
350 degrees. 350 degrees for 12 minutes, folks. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna glue them together with my handy dandy glue gun. Zing! And I'm gonna do this. Like 1, 2, and we have 3 and 4. And then it gets a hat. And then we get the same deal, but smaller. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a hat. And then even smaller. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a hat. So we've got our boxes assembled, which are basically like pretty rudimentary rectangles stacked on top of each other. And now I'm gonna frost my edges. That's good. I'm gonna frost my edges. Hey, buddy. Okay, this is not a project for the weak at heart. It's a little messy. I'm gonna frost my edges, and then I'll be able to decorate my gingerbread house and gingerbread skyscraper. I swear this is gonna end up looking like a skyscraper. Just, you know, bear with me here, people. So I've got everything frosted. Basically now I've got my foundation, now it's time for the fun part, right? I'm gonna decorate with all the candy. I'm gonna somehow make this look like a skyscraper. I don't know how yet, but just bear with me, it's gonna work out. I am overly ambitious and I'm feeding these colorful lights onto my skyscraper. Because why just decorate with candy and sugar when you can also illuminate the whole darn thing? Am I right? All right guys, so we are in it to win it. We have frosted, we have covered in candy, we have covered in lights. I drew little windows on like a totally psychotic, obsessive compulsive person. And now last but not least, I'm gonna put this little Eiffel Tower on the top as our little point. Charmed. I'm perfectly charmed. So this is my skyscraper, my candy palace. Look at the landscaping on this bad boy. That is nice, very nice. All right, so there you go. Easy breezy, no? You just make your own gingerbread, roll it out, bake it, chill it, bake it, chill it, and then assemble it, glue it, cover it in frosting that you made yourself for some crazy reason, cover that in candy, string some lights on it, and lo and behold, you have a, 2.5 foot tall gingerbread house of your own making. Time well spent. Okay, happy holidays. Okay, so that's the end of this DIY. Don't forget to watch more of our DIYs. All of them are over here. They're all fabulous. And don't forget to subscribe right here, because if you don't subscribe, YouTube doesn't know you love watching these videos.